Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game. And today, we are doing a post-game commentary of Round 4 of the Classic Risk Championship. I am competing against 5 other top players in this game, and we are going to see if I have the opportunity to advance. There will be 3 games in total, and you can win any of them in order to advance. This game right here is a 6-player progressive game with blizzards. The opponents I have in this game most prominently is the yellow player Arco, who has their own YouTube channel. Go make sure to check them out. And they have the remaining games on this series. As well as Glacio, a master ranked player who also has a YouTube. Make sure to check them out. The remaining players are master expert ranked, and the blue player is a beginner ranked player. Now, when I look at this game, what I noticed immediately is that the blue player decided to leave a large number of troops in Australia. So what they were hoping, I guess, is that the black player would move their troops from Indonesia into Siam, and then I would just be in a really, really bad situation. Because then I would lose my 2, the blue player takes Australia, and they would have a significant advantage in this game. So there is a VC element to this game as well. And I decided to talk with my opponent, Glacio, the black player, and I made him a deal. What I decided to do is I wanted the black player to leave all of their troops in Australia, and they decided to do that. I was very, very happy for that. And then in turn, as the 6th player, I would then put all of my troops in Australia. So there would be 2 8 stacks. Now, the risk is that the blue player will hit one of our stacks. The risk probably being me, because I'm the one that came up with the idea. However, I told Glacio, whoever he attacks, the other person just takes over Australia. At this level of play, in the tournament, in progressive, you can't be giving somebody a continent. In my round 2 Classic Risk Championship, I nearly won the first game on the spot because I got the continent very early on and was able to move to a significant advantage for myself. So my priority is basically to make sure nobody gets a continent. People are in a very good equal state of play. And as the 6th player, I am able to save up my troops, get a large bonus, and hopefully propel myself to getting the largest bonuses to take out a player and hopefully take the game. When I look at my position on the map, I notice that my best spot on the entire board is this 3. This is because, given there's a blizzard on Greenland and a blizzard on the Western Europe area, the only way to reach it is through the Scandinavia region, which is guarded by the blue player. Now you'll notice that blue is leaving a large number of troops in Australia. They're placing all of their troops there every turn. If I were them, I would probably make sure to strengthen their Europe position as well as their North America position, because if they're not doing that, they risk not having good mobility around the board to take someone out when it's worth it for their cards. Now the blue player, important to note, was the only beginner ranked player in this game. So again, still a top player for making it this far, but they may be making small mechanical mistakes that we have to be aware of as we're playing the game. When I look at the other players, I like the pink player's position, although I'm a little worried about them getting South America. So I'm going to have to stay really focused to make sure that they don't get it. Again, I'm not targeting black. I just don't want to have anybody getting a bonus right now. So yeah, I really like this. On my turn, I place my troops down and I tell the purple player very, very nicely, no, my good sir, you cannot be having South America. But overall, I really like my setup. The blue player, if they leave their troops parked in Australia, is going to leave my 8 block. This is only going to be allowing the black player or the blue player to really eliminate me. In Africa, I'm guarded well by black and yellow, so again, only black can really hit me. And I have an extra pocket here in South America, again, which only black has lines on. So when I look at the board right here, the person who most likely has the ability to eliminate me is Glacio, the black player. So I have to be a little cautious about that. If the board stays very consistent, where blue trades in, pink trades in, and then yellow trades in the 20, 25, and 30, Glacio trades in the 35, he should be able to take me out. What's also tough is from a voice chat element. If the blue player was able to listen to us, I could ask them to move their troops in Scandinavia or leave more troops there to kind of protect me a bit. But as it is, I do, if it looks like the black player is going to trade in and do some damage, I may have to talk a bit with the bit of him. When I look at the other players in this game and I see what they're doing, I like Pink's position because they have a very, very strong spot here in Japan, which provides great flexibility, and they have their largest stack in the middle, clogging up the board. So they're even in 4 spots. Arco, again, doing perfect. 3 positions on the board, having a nice spot here in Madagascar and China. Just beautiful, perfect positioning theory. Again, you're going to be seeing top high-level play with individuals like at this stage of the tournament. Glacio, I really like this as well. 2 strong positions. The only thing I think that would be better for them on their next turn is to really strengthen their spot in North America. And then finally, purple player. Again, perfect. North America, Africa, corner of Asia. Everybody is well spread out, and it's going to come down to the mechanics and people being able to execute in order to do well in the game. With that, I'm going to speed ahead a little bit to the next moment of the game. So I just sped ahead a little bit now that the early game is done, and now we're getting to the stage where people are starting to trade in their cards. And one thing I'm a little worried about now is the that I was talking about with the blue players and black is that blue is going all in on Australia. They never really put more troops down into North America. I'm basically telling Glacio we need to get out or there's a high risk that the blue player is going to be hitting us. Again, if I was blue, I would have left more troops like around the map. Hey, they're doing what they're doing. So Glacio and I are going to have to act. So I'm asking him at this time to basically take his 8 out of Asia and to go into China or the India region, and then I would follow right behind. And that's going to be costing the blue player around 4 to 5 troops. And then at that point, if they really want to take Australia, they can do so. However, they're only going to be able to get the benefit for 1 turn. It costs them around 4 troops in order to get the continent, that being the cost of us attacking him in order to get out of Australia. And he's only going to get the benefit for 1 to 2 turns. So at that point, I really don't care. And the pink player, once I left a large number of troops blocking him in South America, he was then getting very, very strong. While he's still staying spread out, he wasn't trying to get the continent. He just focused on his main position in the Middle East to give himself maximum flexibility attacking around the map. I would have left a little more troops in like my North America or China position or Japan position to give myself a little bit more flexibility, but he's doing fine. Arco, as expected of a top grandmaster, handling this perfectly. A nice little 13 stack, an 11 stack, 11 stack. He is giving himself maximum flexibility to be doing well. And again, I like what purple is doing as well. Staying spread out, multiple locations, being ready to attack at any given time. So the only players I think that we're not playing 100% optimally here, going into like the end game of this progressive would be pink and blue. But nothing that's game-changing or crazy. And one thing I do right here, and this is admittedly a mistake that I made in the voice chat, I was asking people if I could be eliminating the blue player here. I'm a dummy. You obviously cannot defeat the blue player here because they have a spot in Alaska. And the chat was joking with me saying, you're supposed to tell that after he fails the kill. But thankfully, I think Glacio told me I could not do that because of that. So I applaud his good sportsmanship. Again, a mistake on my part, but hey, I'm a little bit nervous at this time. I'm making a deep, good run in the tournament. I'm in the top 10%. And guys, we see now we get to a critical juncture of the game. I have a set and 3 cards, and I need to decide what I want to do with it. I could hold and hope that I can then trade in on 4 with a massive set. I could trade in now and eliminate another player. I could trade in and save my troops, hoping I can take someone out who doesn't have a set on 4 cards. If I try to trade and take somebody out, they're only going to be on 4 cards. And then when I attack and eliminate them, I will then be stuck on 5 cards. I won't be able to defeat anyone. And then I will be in a very, very bad spot as someone else will trade in on 4, eliminate me from the game, and then I will just be done at that point. So that option doesn't work. If I don't end up trading in, the black player, again, has some really good lines on me. Their 15 could easily take out this spot here. Their 14 can knock out my 4 going like up here. And they could, the only thing I have to do is like to blast through this 4 of the blue player. And if blue doesn't trade in or place their extra troops there, it's going to be more than worth it for Glacio to take me out at that time with the stats being like that high. And he's a very competent, capable player too. So then I decide that yes, I do need to be trading in terms of safety and to try to give myself maximum flexibility. While I'm going to be getting like the lowest trade-in on the second round of trade-ins, since I got the highest trade-in, and I'm currently leading my opponents by a fair number of troops, except for the purple player, I'm at least going to be able to stay alive and hope that the other players make a mistake that I can capitalize on. And so I do decide to trade in right here. And again, I'm very, very happy about this. And I decide to place my troops down in a way where I will have the ability to hopefully take out Arco. Again, I'm just trying to get a line on like someone and maybe have like a chance to take them out. I also maybe could have had lines on pink. You'll notice, guys, the blue player did not have a set on 4. I did not consider that, and so they have a high chance of getting eliminated here. I was so preoccupied like trying to take out a player that I feel like this was a mistake on my part. The biggest risk would be if blue doesn't have a set, that they would just get eliminated from the game, being the weakest player on 5 cards. But crazily enough, the pink player also doesn't have a set, which is absolutely insane. So now I'm trying to think to myself, well, can Arco eliminate them? And Arco cannot eliminate the pink player because black and myself is blocking pink down in South America. Therefore, pink cannot be eliminated by Arco. And then I think about, could Glacio then eliminate the pink player? And I think the answer is no. Pink is blocked in this spot by the purple player. Pink is also guarded here where he would have to place a lot of troops in order to take out like that location. So Glacio may be able to do it, but it is challenging. And I am talking to Arco here about Glacio possibly taking the pink player out. So I ask Arco to maybe hit this 6 down in North America in order to kind of preserve balance in the game. But he chooses not to do that, and he's basically trying to roll the dice right here and see what happens. Glacio does have to attack an extra 7 troops, but let's see. Does he decide to go for the pink kill? And he does. He does get the 30 trade right here. So Glacio would have to leave about, I think, 10 troops here. I don't think he has to leave anything here at all because you can just double tap this 19, and you can leave something like 15 troops here and like maybe like the rest here. But I think Glacio makes a critical mistake right here because he did not place enough troops. He fails, I think, to eliminate like the pink player. It would have been extremely tight because we gotta leave a couple like 5 troops there, like attack outwards, fortify back 14, and then kind of double tap and hit this in order to get it. So I understand the like the risk involved, but he really had to go for the kill there. And you can even see Chris Brown, who made a chat in our Twitch saying to go for it. And now purple trades in. And now I'm just loving my decision for trading him before. Because again, like Glacio would have taken me out if I did not trade him before. And now, interestingly enough, purple player is going in, hits my massive stack to now eliminate blue. What an absolutely incredible move from them. It wasn't a 100% roll, but it was definitely over 90%. So again, if I did not trade in on 3 from before with my lucky set on 3, I would have absolutely died. But now purple does trade in, and they are favored to take and win this game. All they need is the set on 4, and they will have it. I'm also thinking to myself, do I potentially have any chance to eliminate the pink player right now? And the answer is no, because I never fortified my troops from here into South America. I can't take out these 10 troops. It's just not possible. And even if I could, I would have to do a 24v19, have enough to take out 2 troops, and then take out a 7 and a 1. The odds of that being successful are highly unlikely. The only thing going in my favor now is that the purple player is guarding me down in Europe, and that is leaving me in a sense of safety. However, this is very precarious. The purple player is about to run this board, so I'm just trying to talk with people to figure out, like, what the heck can we do to try to stay alive? And I'm now kind of using my voice chatting skills and communicating with Arco, asking them if we can knock the purple player out of North America. And basically, I tell Arco, hey, I will knock out that stack in eastern United States if you also eliminate a stack in Alaska. And that will really inhibit the purple player's ability to attack around the map. But guys, as you can see right here, the pink player does an absolutely insane move, and they decide to eliminate Arco. This was a really, really bad move, you guys, because Arco was only on 2 cards. So now the pink player's on 46 troops and 5 cards. They are extremely weak at the moment. Now, one thing we have to think about is like, now I'm basically asking Glacio to try to defend. I think what Glacio should have done here, and this was a mistake on his part again, he should have placed his troops on the 11. He should have done the 14v13, which was unlikely, but at least like possible. His 25 had to go in and then take out the 11 and the 1 here. And then his 30 would then have the remaining troops to mop up the pink player and taking the game. So again, I think the black player should have saw that. But even at the time of the game, I didn't even see that kill because I was just so preoccupied with stopping purple from getting really strong. So again, I'm communicating with the black player and I'm asking him to leave his troops down in Central America to try to block the purple player as much as possible. But looking back in hindsight, this was a mistake. Glacio should have tried to go for the win doing that 14v13. It would have been a 60% chance for him to get the win right there, which would have been more than worth it. And with that, the purple player trades in the set, and all they need to do now is to take out the pink player, get their 5 cards, and proceed to take the game. But you will notice right now, you guys, the timer is halfway gone. He has a lot of attacks that he has to make. So he's going out. His 35 is going in and attacking. And he does a slider mistake. There was no reason for him to be doing that. He's more than enough troops right now. What matters now is speed. You'll also notice that he's leaving his entire stack trapped in Alaska. That's going to prevent him from chaining kills and taking out someone afterwards, which can make things very, very challenging. And now he decides to hit the pink player in North America, and he's going in for the attack, smacks the 11, and guys, the purple player, and I cannot believe this, they just made a huge, huge mistake, and they failed to eliminate pink. And now I, through the crazy amount of luck, am now going to be able to eliminate the pink player and just take this game. Both black and purple, I think, had the best opportunities to win. I got very, very lucky to be in this spot, and hey, but these things happen, man. So you'll notice what I'm doing right here is I'm using all the time that I have in my arsenal, and I first use half my time to take out as much of the black player as I can, and then what I do is I'm now attacking around the map, now taking out Glacio, now getting a second set for myself, and now all I need to do is prioritize hitting the purple player as much as possible, weakening them so I can then hopefully take this game. Again, I'm shocked that I had this amount of luck right here to be in this situation. But there's no way that the purple player is going to be able to trade in here. So all I'm focused on doing now is hitting purple. I get an awful roll on the 12, but really that doesn't matter anymore. So I just prioritize breaking their stack. And I just got to move my 10 in, and that's going to allow me to take this game. Am I a Lucksack McGee? Absolutely, I am a Lucksack McGee. But sometimes you got to be lucky than good, and this has just been a very, very lucky tournament for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know what you think of this post-game commentary style. Again, if you want to see the raw footage, I'm going to link Glacio's video and Arco's video if you want to see like the voice chatting that takes place during the game. I wish all my competitors the best of luck in this tournament, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the quarterfinals next week. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. This is OliveXC, signing off.